Good evening, language lovers. Welcome to my channel. Coronavirus. It's worrying now, believe me. Well, today I went to the supermarket and guess what? They're running out of stock very early. I went to 3 supermarkets today and I couldn't find toilet paper. Luckily, my corner shop had it and I could buy it. Anyway, so yeah, I so wish that we would have or we had already taken the adequate measure to avoid the spread of the virus here in the UK. I don't know if you know, but we've had 596 confirmed cases, under which 10 people unfortunately died. And people say that that number 596 is not accurate. People believe that we have more infected people. The difference between Italy and the UK is that Italy is way more proactive in terms of testing and try to find who has it and avoid the spreading of the virus. And we here are only testing people that show symptoms, really. I mean, healthy people. We know that the virus can be dormant, let's say. The incubation period is between 14 to 24 days, right? So yeah, that's true that you can, the more likelihood of spreading the virus is when the symptoms start to show, right? But still, a cough could be sufficient for the transmission. And I don't know if you know London, but we all here, we are 9 million people living in London, right? And well, that's like the almost the inhabitants of Portugal as a country as a whole. 9 million people. And yeah, so, and the public transportations in London are so overcrowded, and you don't really get to enjoy personal space ever in the public transportation in London. And yeah, so it feels like a communal air, really. That's what we breathe in this country. Well, especially in London, obviously. So yeah, so it's quite scary, and I'm sure that the epidemic is on its way to London, believe me you. And once it hits us, we're going to be infected in the millions, I'm afraid. Yes, because of that situation, because we don't have very much space between each other in London. Yeah. Okay, so well, yeah, I so wish the UK government would take drastic measures the way Italy is doing. Look, Italy has been shutting down museums and other touristic landmarks, shutting down restaurants, or at least requesting that clients give each other a 1 meter space, and yeah, they're also limiting trips within Italy. Those are all measures that I think, I mean, well, obviously people are complaining there because they're very healthy, yet they cannot go to work, and they cannot, yeah, basically not go to school. The schools are closed, the universities are closed, and everything. And yeah, I think it's a good way. It's a good way of fighting infection, isn't it? Since this virus it goes everywhere and easily. So yeah, I think drastic measures are indeed needed. We need indeed a sort of yeah, we need a decree. We need that Boris Johnson enforces the idea of people having to work from home if they have that possibility. And many corporations in London have that possibility in place. I mean, as long as we have our laptops at home, we're able to connect with the intranet at work, and we are able to conduct our tasks. So why not? I even asked my boss already for the possibility of working from home. And yeah, so let's hope that I will be granted that that luck in a few weeks before I get sick. You know what I mean? And it's almost like certain people talk about between 50 to 70% of the world's population is going to be infected with this disease, and some talk about a virus that came to stay, and so it will take years and years until it goes away. It will become like a normal influenza, but only the only difference is that this one will be deadly, will remain deadly, and yeah. So it's very worrisome what's happening. So yeah, I just am here to hope, and also in my way plead for more drastic measures here, because you see Italy did that, and you know that yeah, I mean, they really depend, or not totally, it's 14% of Italy's GDP that accounts to tourism, and that's a lot of, even if it's not half or a quarter, it's still a lot. And another thing I'm scared about is that we have a lot of Italians in London, you know, and they're so attached to their family and their values, and they go home so often. And I even have a colleague at the university who is Italian, and she's going home for Easter, imagine. And she's not going to be quarantined. She's not going to stay home, I know. Once she gets back from Italy, she needs to go back to school. So she's not going to comply with that quarantine requirement that possibly will be truly enforced in London. And another thing that I'm concerned about is that all those holidayers in Italy and all those dangerous spots, when coming back home, it will be difficult for them to, if the employers don't enforce that seriously, it will be difficult for them voluntarily stay home for such a long time, given that London is a very expensive city, and the contracts tend to be precarious, in the sense that you get paid check by check. So yeah, if you don't work, you don't earn. So that will engender cheating from those people, in a way that even though they know, for example, that they are infected, they will still go to work if they can. You see what I mean? This is why I believe that, or I'm asking, I request that an enforcement is really seriously taken, because yeah, otherwise it will become a matter of survival of the fittest. Really, there will not be killers per se, but yeah, they will just go to work because they need to eat, even though they know that they will be killing people. So yeah, it's really bad, and I just hope that everything goes well with us really. Yeah, that was my topic of the day, and I hope that you all stay safe. Let me know how coronavirus is spreading in your country. Are you worried, and what kind of precautions are you taking? I'm not talking about personal precautions, because I mean, we all know what we need to do, right? But in terms of your government, what is your government doing? And yeah, so let's just try and help each other the way the Italians are doing, which is very remarkable and beautiful to see. And yeah, let's hope for the best, okay? And last but not least, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Never forget to subscribe. It's very important. And yeah, just write some comments and like, and all the good stuff. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and stay safe from all these coronas that are you know, coming along. You know, now we have COVID-19, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, so stay safe and be good to one another. Don't cough on anyone's face. Yeah, you know, just try as much as possible to keep your personal space to yourself. Okay, be good. Mwah. See you next time. Ciao.